Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching a big man favourite. This is the 11th episode of the 10th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So big movements in the baby game last episode. You know, we had Stuart actually now living with Howard and Bernadette. Interestingly, he's wormed his way back in. Basically come around and said, look, mate, you know, I can't afford my rent. I'm getting kicked out. I'm going to be homeless. I've lived here before. I'll do anything to literally stay with you guys. You know, if you want foot rubs, you want take it to the store, you want baby crib building, you want anything, I'll be your waiter. I've done it for your mum, Howard. Let me do it for you. He was like, you know what, maybe it's nice to have somebody around the house, you know what I mean? We'll be a bit tired. It'd be good for having like a nanny and somebody keeping up, you know, keeping everything cleaning up to date. And they said, look, let's just give it a trial run. Now, Raj come along, he was a little bit jealous because he felt like he should be third wheeling. But then Stuart was like, look, mate, you know, instead of you being the third wheel, why can't I be a fourth wheel? Why can't we have it all moving like a smooth vehicle? And he was like, do you know what, that is a good idea. And he started working in sync, and obviously, you know, as the episode progressed, he was working in teams, you know what I mean? And then boom, we had the big obviously moment at the end of the episode where Bernadette come in. I think the water's just broke. Panic stations, get the van, get the bag, let's go. And now that's where we are today, mate. Hopefully we get a good exciting episode. You know, interesting stuff was going on with obviously Sheldon and you know, Leonard. It was about dividing the possessions in the apartment, who gets what. Leonard, you know, he only wanted some minor, minuscule items, and Sheldon, you know how he is. He wanted to basically take everything, and that just caused a bit of conflict and bickering, like they always do. You know, it's same old back and forth between Sheldon and Leonard. Sheldon ended up getting the majority of things, but Leonard got a little bit of a win at the end. So it was an entertaining episode. I actually really did enjoy it. I'm excited now for this baby, the pregnancy. I hope the whole episode, personally, I hope the whole episode is revolving around them and the hospital and, you know, everybody being excited and stuff like that, because those are the vibes that we do love to see. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
This is really happening. You doing okay?
Here comes another contraction.
Let's pick it up. All right, hold on. Out of the way, you syphilitic dogs! Stop that. This isn't India.
Fine. What do 1.3 billion people know about having babies?
I love you.
I love you too. We're good.
Wake up. Happy birthday.
Sheldon. This is for you. I was going to wrap it, but touching Scotch tape gives me the heebie-jeebies.
What is this?
A functional MRI of my brain.
Love it. Thank you.
And it's not just an MRI. The orbitofrontal cortex is lit up because I was thinking of you. We seem to be moving on to the annual coitus portion of your birthday festivities.
Is that okay?
I didn't put on my come hither plaid PJs for nothing.
Guys, wake up! Bernadette's having her baby!
Mom, we're going to the hospital. Childbirth, looming coitus is a banner night for female genitals.
The thing is, like, what's your opinion on, say, birthdays and Christmas, about receiving the gift as soon as the day kind of happens? You know, I personally don't like it. You know, I'm like, I when I was younger, so like when I was in school, 13, 14, you know, when you're off, you're in your holidays, you're playing your games, you're on, you know, you're on your headsets, so you might be playing FIFA with your friends, and it turns Christmas. Some of my friends would go off at midnight, go downstairs and open the presents, and then be back up in half an hour and then carry on playing FIFA or something. And I'd be like, what are you doing Christmas then? You know, like, you just kind of like ruined that fun day with the family, so to speak. I don't get it, you know what I mean? Like, but people do that, you know, that's the way they done it in their family. As soon as it hit their birthday, hit Christmas, boom, downstairs, presents opened. Where me, it's like, no, it's the day. Wake up, you know, Christmas morning, breakfast, sit down with the family, open it together. But I don't, everybody does it different. I personally would rather not do it the way he's just done it, but, you know, they've woken up anyway because it's baby time.
Do we know the father, or is this some Mamma Mia nonsense?
I'm the father.
Hey, Dad, how far apart are the contractions?
No idea. Ask him. 12 minutes.
12 minutes? Why are you here?
Oh, we're keeping it a surprise.
Old school. Nice.
He knows.
I was at the doctor's office. The folder was right there, so I took a peek.
And talking like this doesn't make it less creepy.
I'm just throwing this out there, but home births are very popular these days.
Hey,
come to the hospital. We're headed home.
Oh, that was fast. Did she sneeze the baby out?
Too early. We'll keep you posted.
I'm starting to rethink the Flash onesie I bought this kid.
Come on, guys, we're all awake. Why don't we go to a diner or something? Oh, Sheldon, you don't want to do that, do you?
It doesn't matter what I want. It's your birthday. You decide.
Of course, the annual birthday booty spectacular.
That's a bit childish, isn't it?
No, I'm sorry, and what flavor is your bubblegum cigar?
Grape. I find it the most mild.
Do you really need to record this?
You'll be happy I did. Okay, little one, here we are, back at home because you weren't quite ready to come out yet. And he tries to tell you he used to be cool. You can see he wasn't.
Not with the camera.
Well, this is not for me. This is for the baby. Someday she's gonna want to see this.
Oh, he's let it out.
Who's gonna want to see this?
Well, okay, I'm gonna sign off now. This next part may contain some adult language. You guys have no idea how hard it is to know something like this and not say it.
Told me it was a girl and I didn't say it.
You were supposed to keep that to yourself.
To be fair, he did keep hold of it, didn't he? It's out now. He let it out himself.
So, where were we? Shall we start over? What's wrong?
Earlier tonight, things began organically, and now it's feeling forced.
We don't have to rush.
Oh, I know, but just Leonard and Penny think we're doing it, and I don't want to disappoint them. You know, come on, it's your birthday. I can soldier through this.
I might have a little surprise that might help get things back on track.
Intriguing. Oh, is back on track a hint that it has something to do with trains?
Not
that
about
you were gonna
trains.
Not even a cozy sleeper car?
Stop
that
talking about
Orient
trains.
Express?
Trains are so boring.
Found the
It's
backup inhaler. Want to have sex?
Well, I didn't until I heard that.
Hello? Howard and Bernadette kicked me out because I told them they're having a gun.
You know what, right? This episode, right? Raj is talking a lot of the talking like that. Go away. I let the sex of the baby. You know, like all episode. He usually does it, but it's not as obvious. Like I feel like every sentence is doing that, and usually it's just a little bit and then a continuation.
Look at
1 second.
Oh, she's a Hufflepuff.
I thought I'd let Harry Potter make things hotter. I got a Gryffindor robe for you.
That's literally me and my girlfriend.
you naughty girl. You went to the Wizarding World theme park without me.
Am I in trouble?
Yeah, because you didn't invite him.
Yes, you're in trouble. You went to Wizarding World without me.
And do you really want to argue with me on my birthday?
You're right.
Is this about the baby?
No, people just keep kicking me out everywhere I go.
Good, then you're used to this.
Bernadette's water broke!
Come on, everyone to the hospital.
Stuart, stop driving like an old man. Speed it up a little.
I'm not an old man. Just can't see at night.
Hey, Squinty, the gas pedal's on the right!
Bernadette's kid might be born on your birthday. How cool is that? Yeah, but I thought this baby was supposed to ruin their sex life, not mine.
To be fair, I've spent 9 months helping Bernadette get ready for this baby. Howard spent 5 minutes conceiving it.
5 minutes? Oh, we must be doing it wrong. Took us hours.
Look at her face.
And the worst part is that they kicked me out and let Stuart stay.
Now, I just learned Amy went to a theme park without me, but I'm not going to ruin her birthday. I'll wait and ruin 24 individual hours sprinkled throughout the year.
Do you know what I like about Sheldon is he actually will do that, and it's funny because he actually tells you he's going to do it as well, and you know that he is actually going to do it. So at some point, like when he's doing it, you're just like, mate, I had it coming to me. Do you know what I mean? That was funny. And also, he said that he was doing it for hours. 1, fair play, what a player. But 2, you would think his first time would be like 1 second, considering how old he is and he's never had sex before. You'd think it'd just be in and out and done straight away. But, you know, Sheldon, man, must have the moves.
Deep breaths, slow breaths.
I'm so thirsty. Give me more ice chips.
Sorry, I thought these were room ice chips.
So, what are we gonna name this kid?
Could name her after your mom.
No, she hated that name.
Did you have a middle name?
Melvina?
Let's keep thinking.
It sucks that she's not here. She would have been the best grandma.
Did always have candy in her pocket.
Yeah, I was going to say, imagine all the scran that you'd get.
20 years old before I figured out Tootsie Rolls weren't naturally warm.
It's hard to believe Howard's having a kid.
Yeah.
Got married?
Sheldon and I are living together.
But if my mom asks, we have bunk bed.
Howard went to space.
Bernadette got her doctorate.
Sheldon, Howard, and I are working with the government on...
You're all thinking it. I'm the only one who hasn't done anything worthwhile.
I was not thinking it. Other than now that you pointed out, it is undeniable.
Every bit as awesome as the pasty-faced owner of a comic book store.
Raj, please show some compassion. Those are things that we think but don't say.
Hey, I'm in a hospital and I'm not the patient. I'm fine.
More person puts their fingers near my uterus, I'm gonna cross my legs and snap them off!
Peace with my relationship with my parents. That was a big milestone for me.
I recently tried eating Swiss chard. No, I didn't swallow it, but Amy said it counted.
Still a loser, or did you turn things around while you were gone?
When I first met you, you couldn't even talk to women.
That's what I just
You
said.
couldn't even talk if one was in the room.
Oh, great, now I can say things like, I can't believe you're breaking up with me.
Raj, not everybody could be a dog owner. Did your doggy break up with you too?
Hey, I bought M&Ms at the vending machine and 2 bags came out.
I bought the first one, it didn't fall.
She's here. The baby's here.
Congratulations!
We have named her Hallie.
Oh, like Allie's Comet.
For staying up, I can't wait for Hallie to meet her new aunts and uncles and godfather.
You hear that, Stuart? I've got a dog and a godchild. You have nothing!
Look at all the babies.
I wonder which one's Hallie.
Kind of hard to see the name.
That one.
Well, that was quite a day.
It was. To Wizarding World. And now it is time to complete your birthday celebration. I just saw a magic train and reported somebody for cutting the line. If that's not foreplay, I don't know what is.
Hey, I've said it before, but Sheldon's smile, he sells it. You know, like, every time he smiles, you know that he's absolutely loving it. Like, you know, people can smile and they just smile, but I don't know. I like, with certain characters, like, if you just rewind that little bit there and watch Amy running into that apartment, you could tell that she's loving it and excited. And she always, I think those two facial expressions in terms of happiness sell it perfectly. Honestly, they really, really do. Now, what did they say the baby's called? Harley? Is that what it's called? Harley? To be honest, or maybe Harley, something like that. I think both of them are pretty decent, to be honest. I actually like it. And obviously, Raj managed to keep it in all the way till the end. Do you know what I mean? Like, right at the last minute, do you know what I mean? Slips out. He done well to obviously hold it in for that long without doing it. But, you know, I suppose at the end, when it's about to happen, it happens, you know. You got bigger things to worry about if the baby's okay, you know what I mean? But, you know, I was looking there at them all kind of like in the little cots or whatever you want to call it, the incubators, when he was in that room and he was looking through the window at them. And it's mad. Like, there's literally a program as well called Switched at Birth, and it basically says that, like, they obviously are born and get taken into those rooms, and when they take him back to the parents, somebody's either switched them or provided the wrong baby that they give birth to, and you would never know. Like, unless you was like a mixed race person or, you know, different skinned, you know, you would not know. Do you know what I mean? So, like, obviously, if I had a child and then put it in that room and then they come back and it was a different skin to what I seen when I was holding it, I'll be like, yo, this is somebody else's baby. But, like, literally, if it was the same race, you know what I mean? Like, if you was dark skinned and then you give your baby to them and then they brought dark skin back, you would automatically assume that it was your baby. And I wonder, honestly, how many people have had that happen to them before. Like, they've had a child, it's gone away, you know, nurses, whatever, is supposed to be looking at it, checking it up, and then when they brought the baby back to the parents, it's not their one that they've actually think. You might think that sounds crazy and far-fetched, but I bet you it happens more than you think, mate. And this program's called literally Switched at Birth, that actually show and detail stuff like this. It is absolutely madness. That's why people say always keep your eye on your child. Don't let it out of your sight, mate. Now, I want these to... Well, I would like to see them with the baby, to be honest, because people say that the first moment that you touch the baby, the first moment that you see it, you had never felt love like that in your life. And, you know, it'll instantly in that moment be like, I would literally die right now for you. You know what I mean? And that's pretty crazy to think about. Like, you know, it's just a person that's just been born right now, but instantly your life changes. Everything that was about you and us becomes about them. And, you know, I would love to obviously experience that in my life at some point. I wish I could see them with the baby and holding it and exciting and, you know, celebrating and kissing and just be overjoyed with the friends. But we're going to get that to come. We did have the baby, we've had the birth. That means, like I said, 2.5 seasons now of the progression with the family, the godparents, you know. It's going to be really good. And obviously, congratulations to Howard and Bernadette. So that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully, guys enjoyed it. And what a mad coincidence that Amy and the baby now have a shared birthday. That is actually really interesting, isn't it? You know, how many people do you know that actually are born on the same day? Now, interestingly, my dad and my auntie, so my dad's sister, are both born on the same day. That is pretty crazy. And I think as well, the most crazy one that I've heard of is Antoine Griezmann, the footballer, the French one who plays for Atletico Madrid. I think he has got 3 kids born on the same day. That's mad. Like, what is going on there? Honestly, it really, really is mad, isn't it? Imagine having 3 kids born on the same day in different years. You know what I mean? Not even triplets, just literally just different years. What? That's madness. And the interesting thing is, obviously, in today's episode, they was ready to get it on, mate. You know what I mean? Like, Sheldon woke her up. He was giving her his present. He was making out. He was ready to have sex. Boom, boom, boom. Baby's coming. Let's go to the hospital. Halfway down the stairs. Nope. It's not. Come too early. Let's go back up. Start kissing. Kind of feels forced. I kind of get that. You know, at first you let the emotions just take you where it needs to go. You know what I mean? You're there, you know, you get intimate, you're in it, you're locked in. Something gets in the way, you're like distracted, you get off. And then like, if you go to resume it, it's kind of like, that moment has passed a little bit. You know what I mean? We was doing it first because it felt good and we was in the moment. Now it just feels like a task, a chore. We have to because we started. And that's not kind of how you want to feel, is it? And obviously Amy was all excited for it. That would have been a present. You know what I mean? She has to wait 1 whole year for this. And the fact is, I don't understand why they don't do it more. You know, if they both enjoy it, why restrict it to just 1 day? Maybe they could implement it on Sheldon's birthday. I don't know. But obviously, you know, I knew that... Well, I thought she was going to dress up as Princess Leia because he likes Star Wars. But she dressed up, obviously, in Harry Potter as a Hufflepuff. Which is interesting because I mentioned before that doing the Harry Potter stuff online, I got Hufflepuff, like, when I answered the questions. And Sheldon's a Gryffindor. And interestingly as well, when my girlfriend done it, she answered Gryffindor. So I'm in the same boat, you know. We're Hufflepuffs and Gryffindors. And he was saying, mate, you know, them 2 together, that's not normal. Then when she obviously revealed that she went to the Harry Potter world without him, he's wounded, he's gutted. You know what I mean? I kind of get that as well. You know, if I found out she went, I'd be fuming. So I understand that. But it's good that obviously the baby's come, they celebrated it, they were excited. You know, they've all collectively, you know, said congratulations. And then they've gone out, they've gone, went to the Wizarding World, got the robes, got the gear, got the wands, gone back, and now Amy's finally going to get the present. So fair play to him. You know, I enjoyed it. And again, what a great episode. Thanks for checking out today's. If you did enjoy it as well, please smash the like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.